Well, welcome to our webinar, everybody. My name is Dion van Aert. I head up marketing here at Solutions PT, and with me is the very famous, well, famous by now, Andy Graham, and not just for your exploits on the hockey stage.
Thanks, Dion. Yeah, the longevity doesn't mean famous, but I'll take it. I'm the same.
Okay, and Andy heads up our solutions department.
Yeah, so all the core product managers essentially.
Okay. All right, so you look after all our products. So the topic this afternoon is Xchange 2023. It's actually 2022. I just realized I made a mistake there, Andy. It's 2022.
I know, yeah.
I'm already next year. Why at 10? Never saw that.
I know why you've done it. I know why it's there.
So what's our customers been telling us, Andy?
They've been telling us that they're not. I mean, the virtual conferences were a bit of a novelty at first, weren't they? But I think people are getting bored of them, me included.
Yeah, just been fed up with it. We want to go out. We want to see people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's so we've responded to that. A lot of our customers and our partners, our system integrators, have spoken to us and said, listen, guys, we need to meet face to face. And on the other side of the coin is we've got a lot to share. And I think to share things face to face is probably the best way to go, instead of just doing things virtually all the time, and actually get real feedback from in person. So we've introduced Xchange. It's the Solutions PT User and Partner Conference. It's on the 7th and 9th of November this year, not 2023, this year. It's one conference, but two locations. So there's at the 7th of November in Ireland at the Photo Island Resort, the first venue, and then the second venue is at the 9th of November in the UK at the Belfry Hotel and Resort, and that's in Sutton Coldfield. And as you can see on this graphic, the theme for our conference is Exchange, Expand, Explore. So you're going to be able to rub shoulders with some of the great people at Aviva, and we've been really honored and fortunate this year to be able to get some of the top Aviva executives and system architects and people that like that joining us. We have Kim Cousteau. She's the Executive Vice President of the Aviva portfolio. So if you want to meet somebody who's really at the top of Aviva and that can give you insight into the strategy of Aviva and where the Aviva portfolio is going, it would be Kim. And then we've got an old friend, haven't we, Andy, in John?
Yeah, he's brilliant, isn't he? And he heads up the product management. So he's the one essentially responsible for the overall product management of the products that you all know and love and use. Yeah,
so he's responsible for the building of it. You'll be able to meet him and get direct feedback from him and give your feedback about what you think about the Aviva products. And then also joining us, the Vice President of Global MES at Aviva, which is Camilo Torelli. So once again, high-level executive at Aviva, the person who sets the scene for MES at Aviva, and he's going to be accompanied by somebody we also know very well, Andy.
Yeah, we do indeed. And you may remember me and Paul being the ones that went around hosting these types of roadshows in the past, many years ago. But he's also an MES expert, so he's supporting Camilo on this.
Yeah, and Paul, so Paul very much a fave with the UK and Ireland market, and one of the MES experts, technical experts at Aviva. Okay, so we talked about the theme of this conference, and the first one was about exchange. And what we mean here is exchange of ideas. Not only will you be able to meet other users of our technologies, but you'll also be able to hear from them on stage. So on stage at the conference, we're going to have all these companies talking about their experiences using our technologies, using our services, and working in the OT environment. So we are very excited to have all of these companies on board with us. And the second thing about Xchange is expanding your knowledge. And for us, the building blocks of knowledge are really these things, ain't it, Andy?
Yeah, that's right, Dion. And something you probably know Solutions PT very well for already, that we like to add a lot of value to you guys that are using our technologies, and some of the bolt-on things that we bring in that really support how you deliver a project. And it's important now more than ever. And some of the top trends that we're seeing is that we need to make sure that our systems are always available. So it's really important that we've got the technologies to do that. Cybersecurity and secure by design, we develop the right standards and things that go into the architectures and the design that system architects deploy, so that when you work with them for those projects, they'll do a secure by design type architecture for you. And then some of the biggest trends that have come out over the last few years is that people need to continuously improve, become more efficient, and again, with all the strains on the budgets that are just coming through in the last few months, and a little bit beyond, it's now more important than ever that we have a complete data management strategy and actionable intelligence, so that we can make the right decisions based on the data that we're being presented with. All about our software platform, but actually we've got some really nice different ways of consuming that software and deploying it throughout these building blocks, so that it's the most effective and cost-effective way to do it for all of you guys.
So this is really the stuff you're going to learn at Xchange, and you're going to experience firsthand. So it's if you want to learn about this, expand your knowledge, come to Xchange, and we're going to talk about all these different topics. And then the third thing we said, Xchange, expand, and then explore the latest innovations from all of our partners. And of course, our top line partner in this conference is Aviva, and we'll see all the latest releases of InTouch system platform, Historian, Plant SCADA, most probably you know it as SciTech, and then the very exciting Aviva Edge product.
And that's the reason why you had that title slide as Xchange 2023, isn't it, Dion?
I had 23. I had 23 in my mind.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But yeah, we're hosting some really nice technical sessions around these products as well. So it's not just about presentations from some of the great knowledge and expertise from the Aviva guys that are coming to join us, but you'd also get a much deeper dive look into some of these technologies and what the latest features and benefits are, because I know you all love to see what's come out in this latest release.
And I think this latest 2023 release is groundbreaking. It's like a facelift for the entire portfolio.
Absolutely, yeah, and I'll do a sneak peek of that shortly.
But not only will we have you exposed to the latest releases of Aviva, but also all our partner technologies, all our other partner technologies that we have. And we're going to host a beautiful expo where you will be able to see all of this.
Yeah, probably the biggest one that we've had so far, isn't it? And some of those you recognise in there, the likes of Advantech have been around for a long time, and it's something that really supports our projects from an industrial computing standpoint. Stratus is another big one. Thin Manager again, especially in the island market, that's something that's deployed quite far and wide over there, because it's it's a very, very clever RDS technology. Something that you might not be quite familiar with is Ultimo. You may have heard of them, but not necessarily associated them with us, but we've recently partnered with them, so we can complete our asset performance management strategy, or certainly bolster it with the CMMS system that is Ultimo. Max Solutions, again, you may have heard of the acquisition where they're now our sister company, and they are actually the supplier of Process View. So we are now the sole distributors in the UK and Ireland of Process View from Max Solutions. So you'll learn all about the great products in that with regards to alarm management. And then there's a few security products that you can see in there, like BlackBerry, Octoplan, OpSWAT, and industrial networking in Belden.
I was going to ask you about BlackBerry. Are we going to see some old mobile phones there?
For the nostalgia, Dion, yeah, we probably should. But no, they've certainly taken a different path in life, haven't they? And they're now a cybersecurity expert, and they've got some really nice products that we certainly consider best of breed. I think best of breed in the market as well. So that's Absolutely. The reason why we deploy those too.
Right. So great. A number of technologies that you will be able to explore, the new innovations from all of our partners. And what now, Andy?
Just a very little sneak peek into something that you'll see. So you'll certainly recognise this old look and feel of some of the older user interfaces that we used to have, but what they've now done is a complete refresh across the entire portfolio. So you can see a few examples there. We've got InTouch and System Platform, and we go over to PlantSCADA as well. They've deployed the similar look and feel, and it's all about being able to develop and innovate in clever ways. And then also one of the new features is ad hoc expressions in the Historian client web, which you'll learn about that's going to be shown in detail in the technical session for that product, where you can do ad hoc expressions on the fly, calculations and things, which is a really nice additional feature for Historian. They're always adding new stuff in these later releases.
So the technology session's really, really important. And Andy, you're looking after that for us. What can we expect? Deep dives into every one of the products?
Yeah, so we've got InTouch and System Platform is one of the sessions together. They go quite nicely hand in hand together. We've got PlantSCADA and Historian. They go quite nicely together because the PlantSCADA SciTech, people might not know that the superseding of the SciTech Historian is now the Aviva Historian. So that links in quite nicely. We've also got Edge, haven't we? We've got a cyber session. I feel like I'm stealing some of your thunder now.
Oh yes, I think that was going to come next.
Yeah.
But we've got something brand new that we're going to announce at the conference, isn't that right?
Brand new, Dion, brand new, and yeah, it really takes away the limitations of the current licensing model and the current strategy that we've deployed for many years with our software portfolio. So we're talking like no limitations on IO points, no limitations on tags. We're talking about this all the way from the edge all the way up to the enterprise. And I'm not going to go into more detail on that. We're going to launch it at this event, so we really need you to come and be there and see it in action.
Right, from HMI to SCADA to MES, all on steroids.
Yes.
And some nice hands-on sessions that we're going to have as well. It's all around bringing your own device. So if you want to participate in these technology sessions, you will need to bring your own laptop, and you're able to explore our whole cloud portfolio. Yeah,
you will indeed. It's detailed in when you're signing up, isn't it? There is a hands-on for that session. So if you sign up to that one, bring your own device, and you'll get to we'll onboard you with our cloud platform there, and then we'll upload some data for you. You'll do all the uploading, but we'll provide you with the data to do so you can have a play. And then actually, when you go away with it, because it's cloud-based, you'll have it for a 45-day free trial. So you can store some of your own data, you can import some of your own data, you can play with it a little bit further and get to grips with it.
You know what I forgot to ask in the beginning? You reminded me before the webinar. And
yeah, has anybody got any questions? It's easy to forget, Dion. If you have got questions, pop them in the Q&A box on Zoom. and we'll answer them at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Our cybersecurity practical session is also very exciting. Our resident cyber expert, Lee Carter, is going to look at things a lot of people forget, and a very simple thing to do. The first step in hardening your system is looking at your operating system settings.
Yeah, just default settings. I've seen some of the content first done, and it's really quite eye-opening, not just from an industrial setting, but in your personal life as well. For things that we just leave as default, or passwords that are easy to hack these days. It'll be a really interesting session, that.
Okay, great stuff. Well, for those of you who are avid golf players or want to be avid golf players, well, you don't have to be an expert. You can join us for golf. So we're having golf. Well, you heard we've got the conference at the Belfry. Well, the Belfry is the location of the Brabazon golf course, and that's where we're going to host our golf. You'll be able to play on this world-renowned course. That's, of course, a PGA-rated course. The Ryder Cup has been held there, so it's really a great opportunity to come and join us. So it's on the Tuesday. The conference, the UK conference, is on the Wednesday. So just the day before, we'll be hosting the golf day. On the same day, on the 8th, we're going to have clay pigeon shooting for those who's not into their golf so much. So if you're interested in clay pigeon shooting, you can do that as well. And it all comes, both the clay pigeon shooting and the golf comes with an overnight package. And we'll give you a nice dinner. And the idea is do a little bit of social with us the day before, sleep over at the hotel, and then be ready for the conference the next day. By the way, this comes at a very good price. You'll see just now when I show you how you book for the packages. For those of you in Ireland, or who's coming to the Ireland conference, we've got a culinary odyssey lined up for you at the Photo Island Cove restaurant. It's a Michelin-style restaurant that promises to tantalize your taste buds the night before the conference. So once again, you can book for that when you book for the conference as an optional extra. That's on the Ireland conference is on the Monday, and this is on the Sunday night just before the conference. So the next question is, how do you book for the conference? Well, you go to our website and you'll see on our homepage there is a link to it. And it's very easy to book for the conference. It's all done by Eventbrite. So you'll say, okay, I want to do the conference registration. So you do your free day. I want to go for the day. And then you might select one of the overnight options that's available. You can see there, it'll take you to the checkout where you just fill in all your normal details, your food preferences, all of that stuff. And then you'll choose as well which of the technology sessions you would want to go to, and you just place your order from that point of view. So very simple, all managed via in Eventbrite. Where do you get more information? So there's really two places, and I'm going to quickly take you to those. First is the website, and then the second is the brochure. Let me take you quickly to the website if I can find it here on my computer. So first of all, just navigate, as I said, to our website. Once you're in our website, just at our homepage, just scroll down to the Xchange conference, and it will take you to the homepage of our conference. On there, you'll get all the information about the conference, the two venues. You'll be able to book, as I showed you previously, how to book, get information about the speakers. But I really wanted to show you is what the agenda looks like, because that is the real meat of the conference, is the agenda. We're going to have the conference being opened by our own general manager, Sue Roach, who's going to talk about the Solutions PT way and how we believe in the concept of people, process, and technology all working together to enhance your digital transformation strategy. After that, our Aviva Keynote is going to start with Kim, where Aviva is going, which would be followed by the revealing of Aviva Operations Control by John Krajewski. And then at 10:50 is the Xchange panel discussion. And this is where we're going to have a panel discussion with those customers that I showed you previously. So they'll all sit in a panel, and we will discuss taking a flexible approach to software ownership and how a collaborative approach to implementation is fueling success, followed by Tony and Lee answering the question, is cybersecurity blocking your digital transformation? And then Andy talked about process view. We're going to have a dedicated session on alarm management without limits. The Lunch and Partner Expo is at lunch, so it's like an extended lunch with the expo. And after lunch is another big reveal. And we didn't mention this previously, but there's a new, it's a new product, System Platform Enterprise. And part of System Platform Enterprise is the very new OMI web, which we're going to reveal. So groundbreaking OMI stuff for those of you knowing OMI that you'll see at the conference. And then you speaking.
Yep. Yeah, you get to hear me again.
Talking about our cloud-based analytics platform to enhance your asset management. Camilo and Paul will talk about our MES strategy titled MES Should Not Be a Scary Proposition, and then all the technology update sessions, the cloud kickstart, and the cybersecurity sessions will follow after that. You can download the full agenda there. It's actually, that full agenda is actually the brochure. Now, I'm going to download that quickly and just show you how that looks. So you can just download it. I'll open up the document, and there it is. Just zoom in a little bit. Now, this brochure I really find useful. I know when I was an end user of in those days Wonderware, I normally used to have to ask my boss, listen, I need to go to this conference, and the boss would normally ask me, why do you need to go? And this brochure is the perfect thing to use to explain to somebody why you need to go to the conference. It's got all the information about the conference in here, all about the venues. And I really like this on page 3. It gives you the highlights of what is the important things we're going to talk about. Why is it important to go to the conference? And then it goes through all the, all the speakers, the whole agenda. And yeah, it gives you a whole overview of absolutely everything that is at the conference. And on each page, there's a booking thing. So if you can just book straight from there, and it'll take you to the booking pages. Let me get back to the presentation if I can find it again. Oh, there it is. So we are very excited to host this conference. We've put a lot of work into it. So if there's any questions, I think we'd be happy to answer them now. I haven't seen any come up. No, I've not seen any either. I think you've done a great job of putting together what the conference is about. On the website really shows it exactly, and that brochure is great, like you say, for providing you with the information you need to make sure you can attend this amazing event. I think what I'll do, Andy, quickly is take the URL of the conference and just put it quickly for us into the chat box. Good idea. So those of you who want to book for the conference, I'll quickly put a link in the chat box to the conference. You should, if you just open your chat box, you should see that. What I'll also do is I'll copy a link of the brochure for you in there as well. So if you want to quickly download the brochure, there's the link to the brochure for you as well. So just look in the chat box and you'll find it there. So I think we've come to the end of our session today. Thanks very much for joining us, and please book and get to Xchange. Thanks, Dan. Cheers. Bye-bye. Bye.